insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
We protect more than the car you drive. We protect the dreams that drive you. The It's Not Where We Visit, but Who We Visit policy from American Family Insurance.
End of the road trip.
Protect yourself on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package, included when you enroll in the Know Your Drive program.
CARLA MOBERLY Agency, American Family Insurance.
I'm Brian Bauer, creator of CarCrazyFurniture.com, where we strive to give each customer a piece of furniture that will last for generations and become a statement piece in your home or business. Our handmade products include beds, desks, liquor bars, benches, TV stands, and much, much more. But we don't stop there. Our only limitation is your imagination. So visit us today at CarCrazyFurniture.com and let us create your statement piece of furniture.
Help keep this stream alive. Patreon.com/SoundsLikeVideos.
Emery Neal, number 2, junior.
Braden Etheridge, number 4, junior.
Laramie Gage Mantonia, number 15, senior.
Xavier Ray, 14, and I'm a junior.
Noah Adams, number 11, senior.
Tyler Gardner, number 12, senior.
Richie Brown, number 0, freshman.
Dominic Jackson, number 1, sophomore.
Keaton Townsend, number 3, senior.
Paul Shields, number 13, senior.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
We protect more than the car you drive. We protect the dreams that drive you. The It's Not Where We Visit, but Who We Visit policy from American Family Insurance.
End of the road trip.
Protect yourself on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package, included when you enroll in the Know Your Drive program.
And again, welcome to this final day.
And good afternoon, everybody, from Clinton High School as we welcome you into the final day from the Clinton tournament. We've got the boys consolation game coming your way here today as the Clinton Cardinals getting ready to take on the Harrisonville Wildcats. I'm Spencer Edwards alongside James Hinkle. Glad you could be with us. We got a doubleheader for you today on Sounds Like Videos. We got the Big Boys Championship game coming up later tonight. That'll be at 7:30 as Lakeland will be taking on Hogan Prep in what should be an interesting game. And here today in the consolation ball game, James, Coach Jackson's team trying to get a W here to close out the tournament with a win. They played two pretty tough teams in the first two rounds. They lost to Odessa in their first game, lost to Hogan Prep the other night, but an opportunity here today against the Wildcats.
Yeah, absolutely. And two conference teams they're playing in this tournament as well.
Yeah.
So Hogan Prep's the one that wasn't a conference team, but we've seen Hogan Prep here for the last several years.
Yeah.
At least three that I can remember.
Yeah, Hogan Prep, a good basketball team, and that certainly will be interesting tonight with them in Lakeland. I think that's actually going to be a rematch of last year's championship.
Yes.
Here in the Clinton tournament. Of course, last night, the Clinton Lady Cardinals victorious in the championship game on the girls' side as they defeated Nevada in an amazing game. And again, congratulations to Coach Womack and her team. They played great and were able to win the tournament. So I know Coach Jackson feels like here today, they played well, obviously against two pretty good teams, and today is rebounding and protecting the basketball. Those are two very important things, I think, for Clinton today to be able to get the win in this round to close out the tournament.
Right. And if memory serves me correct, even though there's conference teams, this is the first time they've met?
I believe so.
They did not meet in the MRVC West Conference tournament.
Yeah, I'm looking at the schedule actually right now, and they will not play Harrisonville again until February 15th. And Harrisonville coming in with a record of 4-11. Cardinals come in at 3-12 on the year. So we are ready to go here today. Little afternoon basketball. Unusual that we have a 2 o'clock start. Don't have too many of these, but they decided to go ahead and start the boys finals today a little bit earlier. And I think I may have said the championship is at 7:30. It's actually at 6 tonight between Lakeland and Hogan Prep. So if I misspoke on that, I apologize. But it is 6. I'm so used to the 7:30s because we had those all week. But here today, it's going to be a little earlier. So turnover there for Harrisonville to get things going. Clinton with their first possession. Usual 5 out there to start today for Coach Jackson's team. Gage Mantonia, Tyler Gardner, Dom Jackson, along with Keaton Townsend and Braden Etheridge. As Harrisonville comes out in the man-to-man. High post here for Gage, out to Gardner. Dom, good look at a 3. Got it. Nice looking shot there for Dom to get started here today. Knocking one down from long range. The Cardinals jump on top here early. And Harrisonville in the tournament, they've struggled to score. They have not scored over 50 points in their first 2. Of course, they lost to Lakeland in the first round. And then lost to Adrian the other night. There's a long triple that goes down. Nice shot by Jackson Minching to tie it up at 3 apiece. And there you see the Wildcats getting out and trapping at midcourt. Clinton does a good job getting it across as Etheridge missing it high off the window. And we got a foul called. So foul will be inside on the Wildcats. It's going to be the first foul of the ball game. and that'll be going against Jackson Morris. As Etheridge to the line here for CHS, knocks down the first. Jeff Langer, the head coach for the Wildcats, and of course Frankie Jackson at the helm for the Cardinals in his first season as the head coach here at Clinton High School. Etheridge eyes the rim, second one on the way, got the roll. And Braden's had a good tournament. He's had a couple nice ball games in the first 2 rounds, scoring a lot inside as he picks up the point guard there, Nate Lyon, as he gets it across. A trap on the wing. There's a near steal. And now they get another trap. This will be Morris, kick out Lyon up top. And an open right corner 3, back iron no. Offensive putback, no good by Minching. Tipped again inside. And now a battle for it, and we get a jump ball. Good hustle there by Dom. Able to force the tie up inside. So it will be possession arrow in favor of Clinton here. And that was the case in the first 2 ball games. Clinton kind of got behind early and found themselves in a situation where those second halves they were having to climb out of a big deficit. So important to get started early here to try and build a lead. A turnover there as Minching gets the swipe for Harrisonville. Wildcats will set it up at the other end here. They get it inside, driving shot, Minching, no good. Rebound taken by Etheridge, going up high for that one. There's Jackson working to the left side with it. Townsend with it, top of the circle. And Mantonia looking for that underneath, goes back outside to Townsend. He misses the 3 ball. Rebound taken by Mason Mitchell for Harrisonville. They're going to push the pace. Clinton, good job though getting back on defense. There's an open 3. No good. Off the back of the iron for Morris. Oh, and Etheridge's pass a little late, and it was stolen. Middaw missed it twice, right at the rim. Oh, man. As he claps his hands in frustration there. That was right at the basket.
Yeah, those are opportunities you just can't let get by if you're going to be if you're Harrisonville. Oh, and we're going to have a foul there.
Another foul as the steal again up there at midcourt. So Clinton forcing those passes a little bit on the outside, and Morris taking advantage of that and draws the contact at the other end. So 5 turnovers here to start for Clinton in the ball game as Morris will go to the charity stripe. And first free throws here of the day for Harrisonville. First free throw is good. Cuts it back to 1. That one good as well. Ties it up here early. Jackson trying to get out of the double team. Actually, they almost had him triple team there at midcourt. Spins out of it. Townsend. Kick out. Jackson deep 3. Got the roll. Nice soft roll off the front of the rim and in. And we've seen a lot of those shots this week, James, bounce out. Me and Josh were talking about how the rims here are actually kind of stiff, and we've seen a lot of shots that were halfway down just bounce out. But
yeah, the other night I was down there with Alex Johnson, the athletic director, and they've had to do some repairs to these rims because yeah, where the nets are attached to the goals, those little brackets are breaking off.
Okay, that's a good tidbit of information there.
So I don't know if that has anything
I was
to do
say,
with it.
Yeah, does that have anything to do with it? And probably not, but that's interesting though. Oh, and another steal. Wildcats with that double team, 2-2-1 press. Oh, but there's Richie Brown who just came in. He steals it right back, and the layup is good at the other end. So Brown wasted no time there. Coming in with a nice play in the passing lane. A little spark off the bench. And it's 10-8, or 10-5 now, Clinton, I should say, after that bucket by Richie. So Cardinals starting quick here. And there's a foul inside. Is a nice drive by Mitchell, able to draw the contact.
Foul is on the Cardinals, number 12, Tyler Gardner.
Foul is on Gardner. So that'll be his first team foul, second on Clinton. Well, yeah, they've done a great job this week. Alex Johnson, the AD here, putting on this tournament. Hospitality room has been great. And it's just been a fun week this week. A lot of good basketball, close games. I mean, that first night we had games that were in the single digits. And of course, that unbelievable win in the second round for the Clinton Lady Cardinals, knocking off Tipton, and then last night winning the championship. So it's just been another great tournament this week with a 6-team field, a little different format than a lot of tournaments. A lot of tournaments you see 8. But
I think they want to get it back to 8.
I was about to ask you that. Yeah, I think that may be going forward. They may next year hopefully try to extend it to an 8-team field.
Yeah, which, I mean, next year this tournament probably will look a little different. Lakeland will not be in this tournament.
Right. Yep.
So they'll be back down at Osceola.
Adrian, they're another team. They may not compete next year either. If they go to an 8-team field, there may be some bigger schools come in, possibly.
Yeah.
Next year you may see a couple new teams come in.
Which would be good, and hopefully they get teams that are out of the MRVC. You know, that way they can get a different look at
had that
type of talent.
That school out of Lee Summit, I forget their name. That was that may have been 2 years ago, and they came down and competed. Of course, that was that wild championship game. In that one, I think they were playing Warrensburg, and that one is a shot inside, missing, and a turnover. Bad pass as Harrisonville tried to kick it out, stolen away by Etheridge. And it misses the scooping layup, though, at the other end.
Yeah, that was at...
was it?
You know, it might have been Warrensburg against Hogan Prep.
It was Grandview Christian or something like that. I think they were out of Grandview. But I remember that because, see, that was the game me and Jason Lewis were calling that day. And it went like double overtime. I think that was 2 years ago. But last year it was Lakeland Hogan Prep, I'm pretty sure, in the final.
Yeah.
As a foul here.
And they fouled Warrensburg on a three-point shot, and he made all three to tie it up.
That's the one I'm thinking about, yeah. Yeah, that was
and
crazy.
And then Grandview's, one of the guys fouled out, so they had to play with 4 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a wild
That
game.
was a wild one, yeah, definitely one for the record books. Here's a 3 right off the inbounds, no good by Aaron Baines, and the rebound to Noah Adams. So all tied up here. Defensive battle so far. Dom going to pull up from way out there. That was almost a 40-footer. Left it short. Lyon with the rebound. He'll push. And a good job by Gardner, able to get back and knock that pass out of bounds. And it will be possession arrow favoring Harrisonville. But, yeah, that year, 2 years ago in the tournament, I think Warrensburg, as that went around the rim and out, rebound from Antonio. Warrensburg had beaten Lakeland, I think. I think that year it was an 8-team field.
It was.
Because that was the year, that was the year before the pandemic, I think. And then, so they had 8 teams, and Lakeland made it to the semis. And that was a good Warrensburg team that year. And, boy, that was a battle with them and that team out of Grandview. Crazy, crazy game.
And I'd spoken to the coach before the tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't go.
Almost.
And that team, they tried to play as much ball as possible. They probably put in an entire season before they got to this tournament.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing, too. Like this year, Warrensburg boys are not competing, but the Warrensburg girls did. So, you know, maybe next year you may see the Warrensburg boys come back into the field, as that one missing off the back of the iron for Xander Johnson. So Clinton doing a pretty good job here rebounding the basketball. And an evenly matched ball game so far. Dom up top, rolls it left side. Gardner, Adams, good bounce underneath. Mantonia got pinned up against the baseline. Kick for Richie Brown, and he knocks the 3 in there. And then a good hustle. Richie almost had the steal at the other end, diving into the bench. Almost went right into the lap of Coach Monaco down there on the bench.
49 seconds left. Our camera got knocked or something. It moved, but that is 49
sensitive over there.
Yeah.
We'll get that readjusted here at the end of the quarter. So low-scoring game, but very close all the way through in this opening quarter in the consolation game here. Long 3, head of the circle, no good for Bidwell, but the Wildcats able to get the rebound. They'll reset it. Both teams putting up the 3s so far. Definitely not bashful. Shooting it from long range in this one. There's a tip pass near steal, picked up by Baines. Oh, and Montagna, he almost ripped that one away. Nice effort there by Gage.
Checking in for the Cardinals.
So the Cardinals just not able to get their hands on the ball down here, even though it was shot several times. And
yeah, they've had several deflections, close to some near steals for sure. They could have a few more turnovers, I think. So final 18 here, the opening quarter. We'll see if Harrisonville can get the final shot. Ooh, and we get a hold. Oh, wow. Offensive foul away from the ball on Jackson Minching. So big call there. We'll see if Clinton can get the final shot now. Plenty of time. Brown crosses midcourt with 8. Townsend. Shields now with 3. Townsend, good look. Got it with time to spare. So big shot there for Clinton at the end of the quarter, and that was all set up by that foul that Harrisonville had right there on that possession right before the end of the quarter. So Clinton will take a 6-point lead into quarter number 2 when we come back right after this on Sounds Like Videos. And we are back here at Clinton High School. Spitzer Edwards alongside James Hinkle. Glad you could be with us here this afternoon. Our consolation game here today on the boys' side. We'll have the boys' final coming up at 6 between Lakeland and Hogan Prep. I think Michael Hinkle is going to be joining us for that one as well.
Yeah, Mike's going to be here, my brother.
Yep.
Which last time you guys called the game together, it was the WeMo Championship.
Yep.
There in Archie.
Yep, going to give Mike another opportunity to see Lakeland, and should be, I think, a good game for sure in that one. Hogan Prep, they've looked pretty impressive in their first 2 games. Of course, they had to sneak out a win in round 1 over Odessa, beat them actually in double overtime.
Yeah, and, either one of those teams, Lakeland, is going to challenge Lakeland.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
In a way, I wanted to see Odessa because they're so big and physical and see how Lakeland would match up with them. But unfortunately, we're going to get a rematch. So
there's a bucket inside. Nice move by Jackson Minching right there in the lane to cut into the lead. Yeah, Odessa will play Adrian after this game for 3rd place. And that should be an interesting matchup. I think Odessa obviously probably going to be favored in that, but I'll tell you what, Adrian has been a team in the tournament that surprised me a little bit on the boys' side. They've been scrappy. They played Lakeland tough for a half on Wednesday in that game. So, they certainly are capable of winning that game. Odessa will have a little more size. Here's Mentonia inside, missing, and the rebound taken by the Wildcats. Morris claims the board. Long pass up ahead of the pack. Clinton able to get back, and Richie Brown, great play as he gets the block. Boy, Richie Brown has done an outstanding job on the defensive end so far. He's going to get into the lane here, but just lost his balance on the way up for that shot.
Now, Richie is only a freshman, so we're going to see him.
Yeah, he gets quite a bit of varsity minutes now as it is, and that's going to keep him on the floor if he keeps making plays like that, for sure, but unfortunately couldn't take advantage of it at the offensive side.
So you've been here for all the boys' Clinton games, and we got a shot. No. Have they had this? Clinton had the same lineup, starting lineup?
I think so, yeah. If my memory serves me correctly, I believe so.
Well, that's something that's plagued Clinton all this season is just because of happenstance, really. Different COVID protocols and injuries have not had the same starting lineup all year long.
Yeah, well, they've had kids go down. It seemed like they've been missing a kid. The first 5 games, they missed 1 or 2 kids. And of course, they had 3 starters out during the MRVC tournament.
Yeah,
Gardner, Dom, and also Mentonia, I think, were all out for that entire tournament. So, yeah, they've had to battle through that all all year so far. So tip pass there.
Really, this tournament is the first chance they've had to have all their starters kind of get used to playing together.
Yeah, Emery Neal's the one that's still out with injury and not sure if he's going to be able to come back this season.
I don't think so. I've had a few conversations with him. He's doing rehab right now. So,
okay, yeah.
It doesn't look like it.
Okay, yeah. So they will have possession there. Good defensive stand. They take away that inside shot again from Harrisonville. Clinton trying to maintain the lead here, coming up on the midway point of the second quarter. And a long three for Richie Brown, wide right. Townsend able to get it, and inside it goes. That is Mintonia, and Gage Mintonia will lay it in. Great job by Gage. And we get a foul here in the lane on Clinton. It's going to be team foul 4 on Clinton. Both teams right now setting at 4 apiece. They're going to give it, looks like, to Richie Brown, so that'll be his first personal. So Harrisonville basketball here. Neither team is led by more than 10 so far. Oh, and we're going to get another hold away from the ball, and that's going to be on Minching again. So he had that, second one on him where he's just holding the Clinton player. And, he had that one, right there before the end of the quarter that cost Harrisonville a basket because Clinton took it down and got the final shot. So he's going to come out of the game with those 2 fouls, but just kind of odd ways to get those fouls like that.
Yeah, and fouls away from the ball. I mean, that's just...
Yeah, very rare. So here's a timeout called by Clinton. Cardinals on top. We'll be back right after this.
Color the flowers. The whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
CARLA MOBERLY Agency, American Family Insurance.
We are back here from Clinton High School. 5:35 left to go in our first half of action in this consolation game. Clinton on top. They've had pretty balanced scoring across the board so far. 6 in the ball game from Jackson to lead the way.
And it looks like Harrisonville's coach was talking to the ref. They're probably wanting an explanation.
Oh, yeah, on that last call.
On that last.
Etheridge with 2, 5 for Brown, and 2 for Mintonia. The scoring for Clinton so far. Corner here for Gardner. Bounce pass inside. Layup is no good. And a tip by Mintonia, but I think they're going to call the foul on the over the back on Gage.
Checking in for the Cardinals, number 11, Noah Adams.
So Noah Adams will return for Mintonia, who comes out with the 2 fouls. It's a 5th team foul on Clinton. But they've been able to maintain this lead here the entire second quarter so far. Harrisonville looking to set something up in the half court. We'll pick out top. Nothing there. Good recovery by Brown. He's been very good defensively. Going to get the swing into the corner, and that's an offensive foul. Charge on Hank Tinholder.
Offensive foul calling Harrisonville, number 23, Mason Mitchell. His second.
Excuse me, that was on Mitchell, rather. So that will be Clinton basketball. It's going to be Mitchell's second. So that's a foul there that Harrisonville, again, they actually are going to get it stolen right back, but they know they blew an opportunity on that baseline drive a moment ago, but they give it right back again. So 7 turnovers now for Harrisonville as Brown will come out. They're going to stay with this pressure, though. Trying to get the trap. Jackson finds Townsend to get it across. And Jackson into the lane, no good off the window. Rebound for Harrisonville. Mitchell on the board, and now, him and Jackson got tied up there a little bit after the play. And they're going to give the foul to Tyler Gardner.
Yeah, the ref had a little talking to him there, too.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, they just a little extra hold there. No words were exchanged. So that's good to see. So Harrisonville ball, and they've struggled offensively. Clinton's played really good defense, but still Wildcats have been able to keep it close. But having a tough time getting shots from three so far. Ooh, and another foul coming up here away from the ball.
Might be Dom here.
Now they're going to give it to Townsend, looks like.
Okay.
So Keaton will pick up his first. As Johnson returns for Harrisonville. These two teams will play each other later in the month of February, towards the end of the season. As Townsend going to go back coast to coast the other way, and Coach Jackson calling a timeout. So timeout on the floor, 3:47 left to go here in the first half. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Brian Bauer, creator of CarCrazyFurniture.com, where we strive to give each customer a piece of furniture that will last for generations and become a statement piece in your home or business. Our handmade products include beds, desks, liquor bars, benches, TV stands, and much, much more. But we don't stop there. Our only limitation is your imagination. So visit us today at CarCrazyFurniture.com and let us create your statement piece of furniture.
We are back live from Clinton High School. Spencer Edwards, James Hinkle, with 3:47 left to go in the first half. And Clinton with possession coming out of the timeout, trying to close the first half out strong here. As Gardner, swing pass tipped, picked up by Harrisonville, and then a foul. So Clinton, that's the thing with these turnovers, it just takes you out of a rhythm, and that's what they're facing right now. They had that stretch in the ball game the other night against Adrian where it was very similar in that regard to turnovers that came in kind of bunches in that game and limited the offense a little bit. As knocking down the first free throw here is Clayton Ferguson for Harrisonville. And Brown going to come back now for Clinton. Coming in for Adams.
Okay, thank you.
That one rolls out of there. Boy, Harrisonville struggled at the line as well in this first half. And that's partly what's kept this a low-scoring game, James, with all the missed free throws, the turnovers as well on both sides. But now Etheridge with an opportunity at the other end. That was team foul 8, so no more fouls left to give for the Wildcats now. Etheridge knocking that one down. So Braden in the ball game now with 3. Past the halfway point now. Clinton able to add to the lead. Long 3, way off. That time inside. Man, that one was nowhere close for Middahl. And a tough shooting half for Harrisonville. There's a shot in the lane, no good by Brown. Tipped into the corner. Nice hustle by Etheridge to keep it alive. Jackson lines up a 3. Almost bounced it off the front of the rim and in there. Bounced one earlier off the front iron and in. And now a foul in the half court. Picked up by Clinton. Gardner, that number 3 on Tyler. That's not a good development because he's going to have to come out of the ball game. Paul Shields will be on for him. So that's team foul 9 now on the Cardinals.
Also checking for Harrisonville, number 21, Jay Goss.
As Goss in for Harrisonville, coming in there for their starting point guard, Nate Lyon. Front end of the 1-and-1, no good, but they get the rebound back. Follow is no good, and Townsend with the rebound for Clinton. High post for Townsend. And a travel on Shields. Trying to go towards that right side of the lane and just one too many steps. So back to the Wildcats. 2:40 left. And a timeout called by Coach Langer for Harrisonville. Step aside as well. Be back right after this. You're watching Clinton basketball right here on Sounds Like Videos.
Color, the flowers. That's just the whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
CARLA MOBERLY Agency, American Family Insurance.
Welcome back here to Clinton High School. 20-13 is our 2013 is our score there. Add one. We were shortchanging Harrisonville a little bit there.
A little bit.
We're going to see if we can get Coach Womack on at halftime, I think, and talk about that win the other night in the big championship contest over Nevada. It was a great victory for the Lady Cardinals.
You can go back and watch the highlights from that game on Sounds Like Videos, either Facebook or I think it's just on the Facebook right now.
There's a nice bucket inside for Goss. Yeah, and we've got the full game, I think, too, archived, don't we, as well, on the page.
That on YouTube and Facebook. So
tip pass into the backcourt there and tracked down by Jackson. So Harrisonville's gotten it back to 5 here. Despite the lack of offense, tip pass, Townsend able to grab it, but they've stayed in it with some of these Clinton turnovers. And Jackson working to the left side there, maintaining the dribble. They get out on him, and they're trying to double team out on that perimeter as much as they can. Good skip pass, finding the open man. Brown, oh, that one was halfway down from 3. And there's a shot well short. Not sure what Burns was thinking there. That was just forced up. And no rebounders under the rim. And it will be a foul then after that shot coming up on the Wildcats. So that'll be team foul 8 on Harrisonville. First personal picked up inside there by Mason Worthley. And Townsend to the line. Hits the front end of the 1-and-1. One more coming up.
Checking in for Harrisonville, number 5, Drew Wright.
And it's Drew Wright checking into the game now for Harrisonville for the first time here today. And Townsend now in the ball game for Clinton with 4. And that one is good as well. So Adams back in for Clinton. Good minutes there for Townsend. Three on the way. Good look, but back of the rim for Middall. And he struggled from 3 so far. He's 0 of 4 from long range. So under a minute to go here in the half. Clinton trying to get the final shot here possibly as Jackson off of his hands, able to regain it. Plenty of time to get a good shot here. Down to 34 seconds. Brown, little head fake, nice take, gets to the block and draws the foul. Oh, offensive foul. They're going to say that was a charge. No, they reversed it. And Coach Langer, with the whole Harrisonville bench was clapping like that was going to be a charge, and then Coach Langer must have misunderstood him. I was going to say it didn't really look like a charge, and I kind of thought that at the time. But Harrisonville seemed to think it was, and Brown was that the shot, or are they gonna? Were the officials?
Was that a 1-and-1, or was that a 2?
No, it should be still 1-and-1. But were the officials ready for that though? Are they going to count that? Because the basket went in, I think, didn't it?
No, it went out.
Oh, it did.
And Adams grabbed it and put it back in.
We got mass confusion here, folks. As now they're going to say that was a charge, I guess. That was bizarre. But they didn't put the foul up on the board, but I'm assuming they had to just call the charge on Brown. That is weird, after they just let him shoot one free throw, which didn't count. Huh. Got me.
Well, you know, you can go back and look.
The basketball gods, though, were shining down because Clinton ends up getting the ball back, though, as Harrisonville not able to do anything with that. So a weird end to this first half here. 10 seconds to go. We'll see if Clinton now can get the final shot. Maybe get this lead up to 8 or 9. Here's a 3. Jackson just off. And the rebound will take us to halftime. So at the break, Clinton by 7. Should be an interesting second half here in the consolation battle between these two teams. And we're going to take a break here. We're going to see maybe if we can track down Coach Womack. But if not, we'll be coming back for the second half. So stay with us right here on Sounds Like Videos.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
More than the car you drive. We protect the dreams that drive you. The "it's not where we visit, but who we visit" policy from American Family Insurance.
End of the road trip.
Protect yourself on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package, included when you enroll in the Know Your Drive program.
CARLA MOBERLY Agency, American Family Insurance.
And we are back here from Clinton High School at halftime of our boys' consolation game at 22-15 in favor of Harris, or in favor of Clinton, I should say, so far in the consolation game. And we are joined now by the head coach of the Clinton Lady Cardinals. That, of course, is Stacy Womack. Coach Womack, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by. We thought we'd interview you after the big win last night. Man, what a win for your team. I tell you what, similar to the game on Wednesday when you guys knocked off Tipton, you guys fought, battled, and you really took control of that game in the third quarter.
Absolutely.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, totally changed how the game was going. We usually come out in the third quarter, and that seems to be our quarter. But, yeah, the difference between the Nevada-Tipton face-offs. We played Nevada before, and had seen them, and kind of wanted that one back. We are the first time we played them, we're a different team, so kind of had a better idea from my standpoint as their coach what we needed to do, and my players knew what they needed to do. So it was good to go in and fight again, and especially when it was the championship game on a Friday night in Clinton, and a great crowd, great band. I mean,
the atmosphere was electric.
Kit caboodle going. I'll tell you what.
Absolutely, the whole tournament. I mean, the students were great, and of course, you guys had a great picture with them down there after the game. I thought that was great. And,
I mean, kudos to them.
And they were loving it.
You have to thank your fans.
Yeah,
when they come in droves. I mean, my own family had to sit behind Warrensburg.
That's right,
because we didn't have enough seats on this side. So. That's just fantastic. That is fantastic for everybody involved. So, and especially the girls.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So, first year is at the helm here, and you win the Clinton tournament. That's going to be a special memory for this program for years to come, I think.
Yeah.
But Stacy, the way your team's playing, I mean, defensively, it's been unbelievable. Do you feel like that's really been the turning point for you guys? That's kind of set the table. You guys are getting so many points off of your defense right now.
Absolutely. I am a very defensive-minded. I was a defensive-minded player, and now I've taken that into being a defensive-minded coach. I think, you can add so much emphasis and pressure and all that to really build yourselves up. Not every game your shots are going to fall, but every game you can go out and hustle and rebound and work hard on the defensive end of it. So, and you can create havoc, and I think it makes for an exciting game. So that is something we emphasize on, and I've got athletes. I've got fast, good, strong athletes that get in there from the guard position to even my post players are amazing. So
Mercedes Brown, I think one of those you're referring to.
Oh, man.
How good has she been?
God,
I mean, unbelievable. And you don't even, really, she plays the whole game.
Yep.
I mean, she's that big of a part for your team.
Absolutely. I mean, she is that quiet giant, I'll tell you what, and I mean a giant by just her play. Yeah. She comes out every minute of every game and plays her heart out, and just a phenomenal athlete that never disappoints, never.
No doubt. Yeah.
So, and that's not to say the rest of them don't either.
Oh no, yeah.
Because I'll tell you.
I was just going to say too. I mean, look what the points production you got from Paige in the tournament. I thought Briley Wizard played outstanding defensively inside.
Yes.
The other night especially, and your post defense, and even Ava Potter. You bring her in off the bench. She ends up having to get some big minutes because Briley was in a little bit of foul trouble, and she came in, did a great job.
Well, and fantastic rebounding.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was a big emphasis that I kept telling. We need to box and board. Second attempts on our end are wonderful, not on theirs, and she went in and made some fantastic rebounds, hit some free throws. They were face guarding Paige and Mercedes last night, kind of we were trying to do to them, and you had Riley come in and put 15 in. I mean, just stepped up on the inside, and even when I had bench players come in, Skype played great, caused some havoc on the offensive end and defensive end, and then you got Allie Cardwell comes in and hits some really good free throws at a point in which we needed something. Hannah did some face guarding, so I mean it was good to see everybody contribute and really enjoy it.
Total team effort. I mean, and as a coach, I know it's like, what more could you ask for?
Yeah.
Everybody knows their role. And do you feel like, too, as the season has gone along, the kids have found their roles? Everybody kind of knows, okay, this is my role. I'm going to stay in that and feed off that. Once you get that gelling, boy, it's great to sit back as a coach and watch that.
Absolutely. They've really gotten into the team mode, right?
Yeah.
It's not what I can do for me, it's what I can do for us. And so it's fun for me to coach. It's great for me to see as a coach and to build off of. That, I can ask any of them to do something specific, and they're going to go do it, right?
That's right.
And be there for their teammate, right?
Yes.
Like if you're working your butt off, you want your teammate to do the same thing. So
it's contagious.
It's
contagious. And so your team right now, just playing phenomenal. I think, what are you up to, 6 in a row now?
We
6 or
are.
7 in a row?
Yeah.
So I tell you what, well, going forward, the second half of this season going to be big. I think it's pretty much conference opponents from here on out. Next week, who do you guys got first?
We play Pleasant Hill Thursday night, which is also our senior night, where we're going to celebrate our Paige Gillen. So
great.
Absolutely. But yeah, we start conference play, and we have the next, I think, 3 games at home again. So really, if we can just kind of continue to roll and play the way we're playing, we can really kind of finish this season out very well. So
no doubt, I think people are going to take notice. Like, hey, this Clinton team, watch out! At the end of the year, you guys are climbing up the standings,
right?
And so that'll be very, very interesting to see how the rest of this season plays out. And we're certainly looking forward to it as well. Well, Coach Womack, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you stopping by. Congratulations again to you and your team.
Yeah.
What a fabulous tournament as the 5 seed to run through and win it. Knocked off Tipton, of course, the top seed in that crazy game. So I told Josh the other night, I said, it feels like a building block. You guys are going to take this win in the tournament and maybe use that as a springboard for the second half.
I sure hope so. That's kind of my goal and my plan. So we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep rolling. So, I appreciate everybody's support. You guys, giving us the time and everything else. So.
Glad to do it. Well, thank you, Coach, again. Go enjoy the rest of this game.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you later.
It's nice to watch a game.
Absolutely. You don't have to worry about anything. Thank you very much, Coach. Appreciate it. That's Stacy Womack, the head coach of the Clinton Lady Cardinals, joining us here at halftime. We'll be coming back here in just a couple of seconds. Actually, we may just go ahead and keep it here.
Thank you.
Because we're about ready to go here. So we'll go ahead and just keep it here, James, if that's all right.
That's fine with me.
Down to 19 seconds here before we get the second. Oh, sorry, Chris. Okay. As now it's going to be back to action here. But, man, great to visit with Coach Womack there, talking about that game the other night. And I'll tell you what, the Clinton Lady Cardinals, they are playing some fabulous basketball right now. And the Clinton boys playing a really good first half as well, but still a second half to go here, as they will have the basketball to start the third quarter. And it's going to be Richie Brown, who had a solid first half there. He's going to set things up. They go right inside, and that is Mintonia as he lays it up and in. Strong finish for Gage. So he's got 4 in the ball game now. And Clinton pushing the lead out a little bit. 24-15 here to begin this third. Dom going to get out pressure out on the wings there. And hit a long triple. Well short. Lyon missing the front of the rim there. And Harrisonville, they are just 2 of 6 from 3. And there's Dom Jackson splashing one down. So that's his second triple. He's got 9 in the ball game. So similar to how he came out to start the game, I think Dom hit an early 3 to begin this one as well. And starts the second half off hitting from long range. Skip pass, Midall going to take the 3, no good. Rebound for Harrisonville in the corner. And rebounding, though, has been pretty even across the board, both sides. Kick out, Midall trying another one, and that misfires. So again, the shooting slump continuing for the Wildcats now. And a nice underneath pass. Etheridge, that is a beautiful pass inside to Gage Mintonia with a strong finish and a good start of the second half. The Cardinals, as you can see, fired up, and they have pushed it out a little bit. And Harrisonville wanting to talk things over. So we'll be right back after this timeout with 6:25 to go here. We're back here live from Clinton High School. Spencer Edwards, James Hinkle discussing the big development in the world of sports. A lot of folks out there may have already heard as Tom Brady has announced his retirement today. I never thought I would see the day.
So does he go back and retire as a Patriot? Because
that's a good question. That's a good question. I would guess he will. Would be my guess, considering what was it? He took him to 9 Super Bowls, too many, obviously. So that I would. Just doesn't feel right. If he were retire, if he would retire as a Buck, it'd be like Michael Jordan retiring as a Washington Wizard. It just doesn't feel right. So
and Joe Montana did the same thing with the 49ers, which was the right thing to do.
Right. Yeah. I imagine.
As much as I'm not a Patriots fan and I kind of hate them.
Yeah.
Okay. You got it. You got to honor that.
There's a lot of people that feel that way in this area, yeah. But, I imagine there will be a rather large ceremony for him at Foxborough when he goes back, when they retire the jersey as a Patriot. So I know a lot of Chiefs fans are not shedding any tears today.
Now I'm going to test your memory here.
Okay.
Do you remember who he took over for?
Who took up Brady?
Brady.
Oh, yeah, Drew Bledsoe. Yeah, Drew Bledsoe.
Another Hall of Fame.
And the rest was, the rest was history. Who would have ever thought? As they go inside, Harrisonville missing the runner in the lane there. Mitchell, no good. And Clinton controlling this game right now. Coming up on 5 minutes to go in the third. Trying to get a big win here today in the final day of the Clinton tournament. High pick for Etheridge. And there's a long three, no good for Brown. Well, that was right on line. Just a little bit too strong. Clinton 3 threes in a game today. And a wild shot in the lane, and Mitchell gets the stick back inside. Or excuse me, that is Michael Moore, rather, with the putback. And now a turnover for Clinton. Bad pass out of bounds, so that press bothering him a little bit that time. And it will be Xander Johnson over there to throw it in on the far boundary. Again, we got the boys' championship game coming your way later tonight at 6. That'll be Lakeland in action, trying to get to 18-1, taking on Hogan Prep. Third place boys game will be after this one. That's going to feature Adrian taking on Odessa.
Should still be a good game.
I think so. We were talking about that earlier. Here's a steal by Townsend and misses the layup. And I don't know. The more I think about that game, I'm more conflicted, James, because I think that Adrian, they've kind of been the scrappy team in this tournament, and they may give Odessa a run for their money in that game. They played pretty hard against Lakeland. Obviously, it's tough to beat Lakeland, though. You can play almost a perfect game and still lose to Lakeland. As Jackson almost got the steal, a tip there.
Well, during that Adrian game, several of Lakeland's players kind of had a bad game.
Yeah.
But they still were able to come out on top.
Right. And there's a travel on the Wildcats, so Harrisonville going to turn it over for the 15th time in the game. Clinton's defense has bothered them here today. Here's Brown. Jackson around the pick. High floater. Goes out of bounds. So that will give it back to Harrisonville. That's not a bad look, though. That's a good drive by Dom. Quality shot, just came up a little bit too short. With this right now, the largest lead of the game for the Cardinals.
Now, is Dom a sophomore this year? Isn't that right? Or is he a freshman?
I think so. As we get a foul here underneath, it's going to be 2 shots coming up for Harrisonville. But Harrisonville just really struggling right now at the offensive end. That's due to the Clinton defense. They're going to have to really manufacture some points here and may have to do it at the line. As Jake Goss getting ready to go to the line, he looks to be a little injured. If he bumped his knee possibly there. So he's going to try to shoot the free throws here, I think.
Yeah, he's not putting very much weight on it.
Doesn't look to be, no. So Nate Lyon going to miss, or Nate Lyon's going to come into the game here for Harrisonville. As missing at the line is Goss. Adams back in for Clinton. Nice rebound there by Brown.
Brown's got a nice vertical leap.
Finds Jackson. Jackson leading Clinton today offensively. He's got 9. And a tip and another steal. Johnson picks it up. Here's where Harrisonville, they've had some steals, but they just haven't been able to turn those into points. A long 3 No good. Offensive board, though, back out to Moore. A ball fake there for Worthley. They go high post now to Moore, and a foul is called in the lane. So foul going to be on Adams. It'll be his first. Team foul 2 on Clinton. Harrisonville hasn't committed a foul as of yet here in the second half. They've been stuck on 17 for about 3 minutes here. They get a look in the corner. Lyon, that's no good. Moore, another offensive rebound. And a foul called. That should be an over the back, I think, on Xander Johnson.
His first, team's first.
But you just feel right now, James, the momentum kind of up for grabs. You know, Clinton has the lead, but it's been a tough couple minutes for them as well offensively here. So both defenses just kind of grinding it out like we saw in the first half. Oh, Etheridge passed a little bit too high. He tried to compensate and get that up over the double team. It leads to a steal, though.
Harrisonville had an opportunity there. They just didn't take the shot.
Yeah, they've had a lot of opportunities off these steals, and I think they're kind of getting a little gun shy now because they haven't hit very well from 3, so they're almost kind of being a little bit more conservative and trying to get it inside, and another miss there. So again, the steal, they come up empty, though. Good contest inside on the defensive end for Clinton, and Johnson leaving that short. We'll see if Clinton can get one at the other end, but pass off the hands of Etheridge, and another turnover picked up there by Johnson again. And again, that pass was there in the lane is a pretty good opportunity. Lyon going to back it out. Moore. Lyon head of the circle. Under 2 left here in quarter number 3. And they're going to call the foul inside. It's going to be a hold on the Cardinals. It's going to be team foul, looks like team foul 3 on Clinton. Second personal on Adams. Lyon off the inbound, gets it to go. So after about a 3-minute stretch there, Harrisonville able to get on the board here in this third quarter. And another steal right at midcourt. Bucket almost went in, but it rolls out for Mitchell, but he draws the foul. But here we are, James, late third quarter, and low-scoring game here. Both teams, I don't think either team's going to make it to 50 today.
Yeah, well, you know, tough defensive battle.
Yep.
2 teams really want this win.
Yeah, good. There's been some good looks, but the turnovers have been what have kind of left the door open here for Harrisonville as they try to get it back to 9. First free, they do get it back to 9, I should say, with that free throw. So 29-20 after Mitchell hits the first. Mitchell today has just 3. So nobody in double figures yet in this game for either side. And Mitchell got the second. Brown up the right side, another takeaway. 3-ball on the way, no good from Midall. Good rebound by Etheridge. I think 5 straight turnovers here for Clinton, so they need a bucket here. And now a foul inside. Shields draws the foul. We'll see if this is on the shot. Or if they call it on the floor. Looks like it is going to be on the floor. So it'll be Etheridge underneath to throw it in here. As Minshing back in for the Wildcats. Coming in for Johnson. Etheridge, yeah, that's a tough shot. Boy, off balance. He was wanting the foul on that too. Long pass is over the head of Lyon.
That's why I'm not a big fan of those long passes, because they just, most of the time, they go out of bounds.
Yeah, there's got to be a right time for those if you're going to throw that long pass like that. He certainly, you're right, 9 times out of 10, those lead to turnovers. Here's a good catch by Shields, just left it short on the shot, and then a foul after the miss. Foul coming up here on Harrisonville.
I don't know. I think I heard somebody tell me once, when you throw long passes like that, it makes you look desperate.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, and I've never gotten that out of my head. So anytime I see that, I'm just like,
Yeah, you see it sometimes, when some teams, when they're trying to beat a press, the guy will throw the kind of a baseball pass. But those, you just have to be smart about those kind of situations. There's certainly a time for it. But most of the time you're rushing, and then that's what leads to the pass being too high. Anyway, as Gardner takes the inbounds here, final 48 seconds of the third quarter. Brown, nice crossover. Couldn't get it to go. And Harrisonville with some numbers here. They got a 3-on-2. Middle elects to back it out. Probably a smart move there. Good job by Clinton getting back. Oh, and the three finally goes for Minching. They'd missed 5 threes in a row until that point. And just like that, they've cut it down to 29-24. And then we get a foul in the backcourt on Harrisonville. So team foul 5 on the Wildcats. That's going to be the second personal picked up by, I believe they give that to Shields there. As he comes out of the game with his second. So final 22 here. Coach Jackson saying get in the ball and hold it as they go back out, spread it out. Out to the midcourt stripe. Jackson now looking to spin, trying to get a pick. Puts up a tough shot and no good from 3. So we go to the fourth here in this defensive battle. Clinton hanging on to the slight lead. Should be a good finish here. Final 8 coming up when we come back.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Final quarter here in our consolation game. Clinton boys trying to get the win here on top. But kind of a rough third quarter there for Clinton. Several turnovers, some long stretches without scoring. And then this game still up for grabs, James, right now.
Yeah, and these are 2 teams that are going to meet again later on. So whoever doesn't get the win here is probably going to be looking at that other game for some revenge.
2 evenly matched teams, and we'll see how this one plays out. But Clinton, they've shown they controlled this game most of the way, and I know Coach Jackson feels like you really could be up by more right now, were it not for the turnovers. But Harrisonville, they have not shot it very well. It's been one of those games where you've just kind of had to grind out, manufacture points, and I think this game very well may come down to free throws here if it stays close. Going down into the final 8 here. 3 ball on the way. Back iron, no good for Dalton Bidwell. High carom off the rebound taken by Gardner. So here come the Cardinals. Oh, and another steal. Wow. As Minching, but then he throws it away. There's that long pass again we were just talking about.
Yeah.
And look what happens. It leads to a steal.
That's why I'm not a fan of them.
And now a foul out at the midcourt stripe. So Nate Lyon picks up the foul for the Wildcats. It's going to be Clinton ball on the near boundary. Mentonia looking to get it in. Finds Dom. Jackson still leading the way today offensively for Clinton with 9. Mentonia has 6, and that's a tip, so it's not back court. It's very close, though. Jackson able to find Townsend. Boy, in Harrisonville, they are out in their faces defensively, and Coach Jackson needing a timeout. So 6:58 to go in the ball game. We'll be back right after this.
Color the flowers. The whole place is amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
CARLA MOBERLY Agency, American Family Insurance.
Welcome back. 6:58 left in our fourth quarter. 29-24. And you just feel like, James, they need, if Clinton can just get a 3 to fall, that will kind of break the ice here. They've been stuck on 29 for the last 5 minutes, so they're needing a bucket. Coach Jackson, a good time out there, trying to get them settled down a little bit. And, you still have to tell yourself, we are ahead in this game. Despite the rough patch here in the second half, you still have a good chance to win this game.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're in the lead. The time clock is kind of your friend here, but you still got to put some points on the board.
Yeah, you're going to have to find some offense. 29's not going to win it. Oh, and another steal as they tried to throw it over to Townsend, but right off the foot, Minching got it back, and now a foul. Townsend called for the foul. Number 2 on Townsend. Clinton has a couple guys with 3 so far, so not really too much foul trouble right now for either side, especially. Here's Middle in the corner with it. In trouble. Almost stolen there on the bounce pass. Minching, top of the key, drives it. Shot in the lane is good. And we've got a 3-point contest. 1 possession game now with still a lot of time left, and there's a foul. Minching just got his 3rd, I believe. Yeah. Comes out and overplaying a little bit. Here's where Harrisonville, they've got so many steals in this game. They may, though, down the stretch, James, get a little bit too aggressive, and that's where you could see the fouls start to come into play. They do not have any more fouls left to give. That was team foul 7. So this is an opportunity for Clinton.
Well, you mentioned earlier it may come down to free throws, and
here we go. I think now, certainly in this situation, with Clinton already being in the bonus and you still have 6:14 to go, could be a big advantage as Richie Brown knocking down that first one. So Richie today with 6. Got them both. And Minching knocking one down from mid-range. 12 for Minching, so he's the first player in this game to get into double figures. And then we get a foul. And did he just get number 4? Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's his 4th.
Yeah. Back-to-back fouls there on Minching, so he's going to have to come out of the ball game. And Xander Johnson replacing him. So Gage Mintonia, big free throws again here at the line and knocks down that first. Two big ones there for Gage. That'll give him 8. Three in the corner, mid-all. Good look, couldn't get it to go. Etheridge with the rebound. Well, here come the Cardinals. I think those free throws they got at the line there kind of settled them down a little bit. You just have to value the basketball here, take care of it down the stretch as a offensive foul. Oh, wow. Wave off the basket from Antonia. They call the charge. A bang, bang play there. So that is number 4 on Gage. So he's going to have to set down. Townsend back in for him.
So both teams are really kind of getting into some foul trouble.
Backdoor pass. Boy, they had a shot there. Baines elected not to shoot that. They kick out corner 3. Mid-all, no good. Big offensive rebound, though, for the Wildcats. They go back inside with it. Here's Lyon for 3. Rattles out. Oh, man, those rims.
Harrisonville is getting some rebounds, but they're not spinning and putting back up.
Yeah.
They're leaving points out there.
They're kicking it out more so, yeah. Yeah, I think Harrisonville, they got to be thinking inside shots. I mean, the threes just are not going, and it's we're this far into the game where it's kind of like, man, you got to know what's been your strength, what's not, and Mid-All continues to keep shooting, but now to be fair, Lyon, that last shot wasn't a bad shot. It just didn't go in, but I think they're going to have to look to get it into minching more down the stretch, and they're trying to do the same thing that Clinton has now, free throw opportunity. They want to try to get Clinton in foul trouble at this point to give themselves a chance at the line. So to do that, you increase your chances of getting fouls by driving the basketball and trying to get it inside. As Townsend hits that free throw, so 35-28. Clinton's hit some big free throws here in the last couple minutes to maintain the edge. They're going to go with another deep three here, and that's off. Baines, no good. A nice rebound for Townsend. Dribble handoff, Brown. Etheridge, nice pass. That is excellent as the layup is good for Townsend. That's a great cut by Townsend, and Clinton with the momentum back here late in the game as they add to the lead. And we'll be back right after this.
I'm Brian Bauer, creator of CarCrazyFurniture.com, where we strive to give each customer a piece of furniture that will last for generations and become a statement piece in your home or business. Our handmade products include beds, desks, liquor bars, benches, TV stands, and much, much more. But we don't stop there. Our only limitation is your imagination. So visit us today at CarCrazyFurniture.com and let us create your statement piece of furniture.
We are back from Clinton High School, 37-28. Cardinals on top in good position here, but 4:23 still a decent amount of time. You can't certainly count Harrisonville out just yet. Coach Langer over there talking to his team, and tell you what, I feel like the way this game has gone, were it not for the turnovers, Clinton, I think, would be even further ahead right now. But you have to play in the game that you have in front of you and try to close this one out. But really, the one big advantage right now Clinton has is they are in the bonus. Clinton, though, is coming up on giving up 7 team fouls, so they only have one more to give as well, setting at 6. So free throws, as we said earlier, James, going to be a big, big part of this game here down the stretch.
Well, and if Harrisonville gets in a situation where they're going to have to foul, Clinton has not missed from the free throw line. I think in the second half.
Yeah, it may have been one or two in there, but not many. They have not missed many. They've made over half of them.
Yeah, but they're shooting very consistent from the line.
Good defense here, making them move it side to side. Skip pass. Again, Lyon a little indecisive there. Good defense. Oh, great defensive play as Etheridge got the tip, and then Townsend is fouled.
Harrisonville's had their guy inside at the low post, but they're just not giving it to him.
Yeah. They've had good defensive pressure. Clinton has been able to front the post a little bit, make that pass tough, and that's kind of why Harrisonville's fallen into that trap. When the post player isn't open, your tendency is to just go ahead and stand out and shoot threes, and the threes haven't fallen for him consistently in this game, and that's where those post players haven't been able to get open enough sometimes on certain possessions to be able to make it a clean lane to throw that pass. So Clinton in the double bonus now, and that one good for Townsend. So 38-28 the lead. Townsend now into double figures with 10. He's the first Clinton player to get there today. Oh, and a wild pass way over the head of Moore. That is a bad pass by Mid-All, and a big steal for Clinton. And there's Townsend right down the lane. Lays it in. And just like that, Clinton, double-figure lead, 12 for Townsend. Moore at the other end with the answer for Harrisonville. So back to 10. Townsend, good one-handed pass into Etheridge. Oh, misses the layup. Man, oh, man. Right there at the rim, and then we get a foul at midcourt coming up on Clinton. Man, that could have got it back to 12 right there, but free throws coming up now for Harrisonville. Nate Lyon coming up to the line, and big free throws for the Wildcats. As Townsend, good minutes for Keaton there as he comes out of the game. Had an excellent back cut, had a big layup a moment ago.
Brought Mantonia back in. He does have 4 fouls. So.
Yeah, he'll have to be careful there. Coach Jackson electing to go ahead and bring him back with about 3 minutes to go. Clinton up by 9. Jackson into the front court. Brown, a good three-point stance there, protects the ball. Oh, then tried to force the pass, was looking for Gardner. Stolen away, and a foul at the other end. Going to have a foul coming up on Clinton again inside.
Richie Brown, his second team.
So Richie Brown called for the foul. So his second personal will be team foul 8 on Clinton now. And the other thing about these fouls is it does stop the clock. So that's the other thing that helps Harrisonville out a little bit at this point. And I would imagine Coach Langer going to probably apply full court pressure from here on out after this free throw. Minching, no good. Oh, they got the rebound back. A huge play there as they lay it back up and in. That's Mason Mitchell. Just kind of took it right away from Mantonia. Jackson splits the pressure. Shot in the lane, no good. Rebound. Etheridge lays it in. So big answer there for Clinton. Harrisonville quickly back the other way. As the clock now starting to become a little bit of a factor. Long three. Short for Minching. Rebound.
And he looked like he's a little off balance on that
shot.
shot.
Yeah, it was not a good look there. And leads to the board. Oh, at a double dribble on Townsend. So that'll give it back to the Wildcats here. With the door still slightly cracked open, I think, in this one. Harrisonville, you just don't feel like they've been put away quite yet. Clinton in good position. Lyon going to take the three. Got it. Clinton breaking the press and a layup, and that is Townsend again. So Townsend has taken over this fourth quarter. He's got 14. Most of his points have come here in the second half down the stretch, and a huge basket and foul there. So a three-point play opportunity for Townsend at the line here, and this could be big. Keep it a two-possession game. Got it to go. Here's Moore on a steal. Etheridge with the takeaway. And he's fouled. Big steal there. And that's where Harrisonville, they're making it tough right now on themselves for sure. They got to have about every possession at this point, and they haven't been able to get in a situation where they can press. It's been back and forth, up and down, so that's helped Clinton out as well. They haven't had time to set it up. Etheridge knocks down the first. Clinton has been very good at the line here, too, in the second half, and that's a big key to them maintaining this lead. Been over 80% at the line here in this second half, as it'll be one more for Etheridge. Eyes the rim, got it. So 47-37 the lead with a minute 38 to go, and a timeout called. Cardinals will take one here. Coming down the home stretch, and Clinton in good position here. We'll be back right after this.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Back here at Clinton High School, Spencer Edwards, James Hinkle. Been an exciting game here today in the consolation battle. Clinton trying to get the win on top here at 47-37, trying to close this one out, and they've hit their free throws. They've done what they've needed to do. They've weathered some of the runs that Harrisonville made. I think at one point Harrisonville had it back to 5. So we'll see here, James. But Clinton, they definitely have been through tough stretches in this game, but they've bounced back from that. Played pretty good defense here, and Keaton Townsend, boy, putting the team on his back here in the second half with 15 big points. So Harrisonville with it out of the timeout. 3-ball, Lyon, no good. Tipped inside, Etheridge comes up with it. Oh, but Townsend got pinned there in the backcourt and lost it out of bounds. And there you saw Harrisonville applying that full court pressure. They know they've got to extend this game out somehow. And that's the other thing. We'll see when they elect to foul. Lyon better hurry here. The official set the ball down, said, you need to grab it, buddy. He almost called a 5 count. They missed the 3 there, but they get the rebound back. Driving inside. Shot is no good for Mitchell, but they get the putback. As Minching able to get the follow and a timeout for Harrisonville. So 1 minute to go, timeout on the floor, and here's where coming out of this timeout, Clinton going to have to be prepared to handle the full court press, and we'll see. Be interesting to see if Harrisonville elects to foul immediately. Back here from Clinton High School, a minute to go in our consolation game. Don't forget we've got the boys championship game coming up tonight. Lakeland and Hogan Prep at 6. We'll have that for you right here on Sounds Like Videos. I'm sure we'll have a big Lakeland contingent here tonight, as we always do. A lot of Lakeland Viking fans out there. And Clinton trying to get the win here. So kind of interesting. I was kind of curious to see what Harrisonville would do if they tried to foul, but they don't. Clinton beats the pressure, and now they foul. So kind of surprising there. They let a little bit of time run off. It's more than a 2-possession game, so. But Harrisonville electing to let it play out. Either way, though, they're going to have to take their chances at the line, and Clinton can now really put this game away as they hit the first. Gardner, very good free throw shooter, and kind of amazing, James, that's Tyler Gardner's first point today. So
that is a little odd.
That's very rare. So they've done this without Tyler, who, as we know, is a very good shooter, but they've held him in check today, just 2 points. Here's Lyon, 3-ball, rattles out. And a battle for the rebound. What do we got here? We got a jump. Jump ball. Possession arrow favors Clinton. So going to be awfully tough at this point. Harrisonville, we'll see. Even if they do foul intentionally, it's going to be pretty hard. Clock heavily in Clinton's favor. As a foul here, they foul Townsend.
Number 20, Aaron Grimes, his first.
As Burns called for the foul, and it's going to be another opportunity here for Townsend, and he's had a great second half here. Knocks down the first free throw. I'll give him 16. And he stepped up big today, filled that void with the lack of scoring from Gardner. So Keaton, season high, 17 points here today. And a steal, and that's pretty much going to do it as Gardner gets the takeaway. Townsend dribbling around in the back court, and they'll go ahead and foul him, but it's not going to matter at this point. So Clinton battling through that rough stretch in the third, But that was the thing about it, James. Harrisonville just could not shoot very well. So every opportunity they got off turnovers, they couldn't make Clinton pay. And that left the door open for Clinton to go ahead and maintain this lead. And Clinton has hit their free throws. Those big two things have been the keys in this second half. And I've been very impressed with, Mantonia, Townsend, Brown hit a couple free throws as well. So all those guys stepped up here when it mattered in the fourth quarter at the line. So it'll be another one for Keaton Townsend. He has 18 today. Final 20 seconds here of the ball game. Lyon going to jack up a three. That one goes down, but it's going to be too little too late. As a foul in the backcourt. So Clinton going to get the win here, get the consolation win under their belt, and snap the losing streak as well. I think they were coming in on a 7-game losing skid, but you can put that behind you now. It is over, and they have a saying in sports, getting the monkey off of your back.
Yes.
I know you've heard that before. They get that. You finally just, boom, you get that win, and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
I've never experienced that, but yeah, get the monkey off your back.
Get the monkey off your back, yeah. There you go. So 12.7 to go. And the rebound, Etheridge off the miss. It's going to be tipped out. So Clinton will actually end up playing Hogan Prep again. That was a game that, of course, got rescheduled. It was supposed to be in December, so they're actually going to have to turn around and play Hogan Prep, who they just played on Wednesday. They're going to play them Tuesday night here at Clinton. So that's going to be Clinton's next game on the boys' side. And as Coach Womack said, Lady Cardinals back in action next Thursday against Pleasant Hill. And actually, Clinton will have a couple non-conference games coming up in February with Hogan Prep, and then they're going to play Tipton, I think, later in February. That was another rescheduled game. But the rest will be conference games from here on out.
Yeah, the Tipton game will be at Tipton.
Yeah. And a foul after the miss there. But this is a good win today. Just a very good win for Coach Jackson's team. You snap the losing skid, get to 4-12, and you just have to use this as a building block. One game at a time. And obviously, you're going to get a good Hogan Prep team back in here Tuesday. And depending on what happens tonight in the Lakeland Hogan Prep game, Hogan Prep, if they lose tonight, they'll be coming in motivated too Tuesday.
Yeah, they don't want to lose 2 nights in a row here at this gym.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So that'll end the ball game, and the Clinton Cardinals get the win 53-43 as they defeat Harrisonville here in the consolation final at the Clinton tournament. Very good win today for the Cardinals. Offense didn't come easy at times, but they battled through it. It was a low-scoring game most of the way. And I said earlier, I have to eat my words, James, because I said I didn't know if anybody get to 50 today. Well, they got to 53.
Yeah, they did.
So just enough, and good win today for Clinton as Keaton Townsend leads the way with 15. Dom Jackson had 9 for the Cardinals. But more importantly, they hit those free throws down the stretch. Jackson, Brown, along with Townsend, all hit their free throws. You played through some foul trouble, and this was a very good job by Coach Jackson's team. And Harrisonville made a little run. They weathered that. Wildcats got it to 5 at one point, but Harrisonville just didn't have enough three-point shooting in this game. And Clinton didn't shoot the 3 great either. This was just an old-fashioned, grinded out, you got to get your points inside kind of a game, and Clinton was able to get the job done.
Absolutely.
So that's going to do it here for our coverage as of now. But again, we'll be coming back at 6 o'clock for the boys' championship, as that'll feature Lakeland against Hogan Prep. So hope you can join us for that later tonight. Until then, have a good rest of your afternoon, and we'll talk to you this evening for more basketball right here.